To see Ras Hylton step in and make his pro debut out of First Class MMA, also Dragonfire Martial Arts, as he takes on Mike the Mustache Hansen. And don't sleep on the Mustache, however. Last time out, he surprised a lot of people, I must say, after he beat Matt Andrikit. Yeah. In a surprising fashion, too. That was a first-round submission back in September.
Yeah, and that was something that I don't think a lot of people saw coming. I mean, he was a significant underdog in that fight, and he came out and looked amazing. He looks really unbelievable, and we'll see if he can do it again. He's another significant underdog. Look at this guy. I mean, jeez Louise. Can't even imagine stepping into the cage with him. He looks like an NFL player or something.
I mean, we were talking backstage before everything got going, and we were talking about the size of the Rasquatch, and someone said, I'm trying to remember who it was, he's 6 feet tall, 7 feet with his hair. Yeah. I mean, he's just an imposing guy, and the height differential between him and the Mustache is going to be jarring when you see it here, if you haven't yet, from the weigh-in photos.
Yeah, very much so. Ras Hylton is 6'6", 6'7", something like that. And, you know, Mike Hansen, his best shot here is to get this fight to the ground. He's going to have to really try his best to close the distance and get this fight to the ground, which is easier said than done. But his jiu-jitsu is good enough where, you know, he can catch anybody on the ground in a sub like he did Andrikit. So we'll see if he can get it done. He's got a tall task literally in front of him.
The Jamaican Shamrock, also the other nickname for Hylton, is 3-0, wins over Kevin Smith, Matt Glover, and Zach Bergeron. And he goes against Hansen, who's a seasoned vet in the professional ranks, 5-4, and has alternated wins and losses in every single bout in his pro career, starting with a win against Eric Brown back in World Fighting League in 2005, up until his last victory against Andrikit back in September. He's also a scary dude, but this one also might not last very long. It's the pro ranks have been zooming by. All the ones finished in the first round after we saw a lot of them go to the duration in the amateur side of things, but this could be one heck of a battle in the heavyweight ranks as the big boys clash.
And that's not always the case, too. A lot of the times in the amateur ranks, fights finish quick. And sometimes you get a couple of evenly matched pros that go on.
Next fight, we enter the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He trains with First Class MMA and Dragonfire MMA. Tonight, he makes his professional mixed martial arts debut. They call him Rasquatch, the Jamaican Shamrock, Ras Hylton. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner to my right. He trains with Team Berserkers MMA out of Rumford, Maine. His record, an impressive one. 5 wins, 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike the Mustache Hansen. 3 rounds, heavyweights.
And here we go. The cage is closing. And this fight between the Rasquatch and the Mustache is about to start.
Hansen also trying to defend Berserker MMA honor, as they right now are 0 for 2. Some good quick lefts. I'm actually surprised at the speed of both these guys here for the heavyweight ranks. So now they get to a clinch and broken away. And they're going to get this one back onto the feet. Some punches being thrown, some wide rights back and forth.
That was a nice leg kick by the Mustache right there. But did you see that overhand right that he missed with? Good Lord.
These guys are swinging wildly, but also tactical shots that are done with a purpose. It's not like a bar fight you see out there with some big guys, but now this is where Hansen wants to get it down. He wants to get it down on the ground, get everything all muddy. It's very rare you see a guy of Hylton's size on his back like this.
Very true, and this is the Mustache's world. This is where he wants this fight. We talked about it in the last fight with Dexter and Dennings. You know, where does the fight go? Well, if you're a jiu-jitsu guy, you get it to the ground as quickly as you can, and Hansen is looking for a sub.
Hylton is not in a great situation trying to get that ankle free. His right one is hooked. Man, Mike Hansen has looked so good, beating Andrikit last time, and if he can get the victory here, a heavy underdog, but look at that. is on his feet, and that's going to be a scary sight, having blows being rained down from that kind of elevation.
Tell me about it.
He breaks out of it. Look at his leg, though. Hylton does not seem like that leg is confident enough to stand on. It's kind of far back and a little bit wider, and looks like that did take a lot out of him.
I think he realizes that he really needs to utilize his reach here right now. He's got to understand that the Mustache. Oh, he landed a shot. That must have been to the liver because he crumbled like a bag of bricks. Wow, what a well-placed shot by Ras Hylton.
Goodness gracious, it's over just like that. Hylton looked like he was in some trouble and then just absolutely drops Hansen. He's being attended to. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that was a liver shot or if he hit him flush in the head, but he went down in a heartbeat. What an impressive pro debut for Hylton. We're just making sure Hansen's all right, because that was a scary collapse there from him.
It really was.
He's at least back into a sitting position as they're trying to get him on the stool. But yet another first-round decision between these pro ranks. And it's been impressive early on, though it hasn't been lasting very long. They've been some good flurries here in that round one.
Very, very much so. You know, you would have liked to have seen this fight go a little bit longer just so you could see some more cage time for both of these guys. And I'm sure that they both would have liked the fight to go longer considering the circumstances. But, you know, Ras Hylton, he did what he set out to do, and he came in and he finished the fight. It was just an awkward ending.
Yeah.
A verbal tap to a body shot, and I believe that's the second one in a row.
I don't even know if that was a verbal tap. I think he just went down, and the official was wise to come in and just say it's done, because he knew he was in no condition to continue.
I think I saw him on the ground when he went down. He was like, no more, no more. I saw him mouthing something and waving his hand. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn I saw that, but you could tell he was in a tremendous amount of pain. So good stoppage by the referee either way.
1 minute and 50 seconds of the very first round. Your winner due to a verbal submission due to an injury. They call him Rasquatch, the Jamaican Shamrock, Ras Hylton. A successful pro debut for Ras Hylton tonight at NEF.
All I do is stay focused, looking straight forward at the world and beyond. I feel people pulling me down.
So Hylton will start his professional career with a 1-0 record. A verbal submission, you are correct, Ryan, on that one.
Let's go.
And it just came out of nowhere. Didn't see it actually really clean, but an impressive performance nonetheless. And a guy who, again, we talked about the sky being the limit for Josh Harvey in terms of his pro career. I think this man at Hylton could do some very big things in the world of mixed martial arts.
Big is the word. I mean, just take a look at him in every way, shape, and form. I mean, this guy is a monster, and yet he is going to be a name that you will know if you continue to follow mixed martial arts.